Hey friends, Dr. Rob here, also known as the Robster, doing a little outdoor shoot today. We are at a community garden. This is called White Street Farm. It's in Suwanee, Georgia. That's actually where we live, and there's a community garden. We drove by it one day. We saw it from the road. You can hear all the road noise behind me. We saw it from the road and we thought, what in the world is that? We went over there, we went online, we found out about it and discovered, hey, there's all these plots, and then people come in and help each other garden. So 32 years I've been married to Dawn. We've never been gardeners. Guess what? We are now. We have been gardening this year. It has been so much fun getting to meet all these people, and we've planted a lot of stuff. We've been harvesting tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers and squash and all this crazy stuff. Who knew gardening could actually be fun? Hey, you know what I want to talk about today? Is our garden is starting to look pretty sick. The garden that is ours, it's not the little one behind me. Our plot's over there, and I'm not even going to show it to you. Why? I'm embarrassed by it. Because we planted all these different varieties of tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes and cherry tomatoes and Roma tomatoes, and the season for the first growth of tomatoes, it has officially passed. Everyone who's got tomatoes, they're looking pretty sick these days. Now, they're still taking up the resources. I haven't pulled them out of the ground. I haven't done what I needed to do to get those out and to plant the next crop of what we're going to plant in our little plot over there. Why not? Well, you know what? There's still a few kind of green ones on there, and I think it will still produce a little bit more, and I don't really have the time. I can come up with a million excuses. That's what we do in our life. There's things that we need to get rid of in our lives, but we come up with these little excuses, and all they're doing is taking up time, taking up resources, taking up our mental energy and our spiritual energy and our emotional energy, and these little things that are hanging on. The best resource I've ever seen for this in my life that helped explain it in a way that even I could understand it is a book called Necessary Endings by Dr. Henry Cloud. Now, if you've listened to LeaderTribe over the years, you know I'm a big Henry Cloud fan to start with. But this book has probably helped me more than any of his other books. Well, that one is one called Integrity. Both of them are fantastic, but Necessary Endings talks about the reason why we have to be able to go through our lives with a fine-tooth comb and find out what are those things that are, some of them are even good. What are those things in our life, though, that are keeping us from being great? And when we can discover those and make the necessary endings, all these things are going to die eventually, but is it going to be voluntary or involuntary? Make it voluntary because you're weeding those things out of your life. Here's my challenge for the day. Think of one or two things in your life. They're just hanging on, things you need to stop, you need to get rid of, people you need to tell you can't meet anymore, project you just need to go ahead and finish it up so it won't keep sapping this energy from you. Go and do that. Hey, our download this week, and actually this weekend, next week, is going to be the 10-page version of the executive summary of Dr. Cloud's book, Necessary Endings. That's the exact same 10-page summary that John Maxwell himself has read when I made it available to the employees of the John Maxwell Corporation when I worked for them. And as a result of doing that, he could look at his incredible empire and start to say, where am I going to need to start cutting some things out so that I can have the energy that I need to lead this thing into the future? I'm telling you, it's a fantastic download. Make sure to get a copy of it. Hey, I'm going to continue this theme next week. Necessary endings. When they're voluntary, it is so much better than when they're involuntary. What can you change in your life today? Hey, this is the Robster. I'll be talking to you soon.